here in the second quarter. A 3-yard touchdown run by Colton Taylor. Chance, what did you see on that drive that you liked if you're the Mustangs?
Well, you know what I actually, if you look in between it again, the Mustangs go and off of what Summer Creek was doing in their adjustments, the Mustangs come back, Memorial comes back, and instead of running Nessa Rosa up the middle, they start running Nessa Rosa on the outside. So much so that, again, Summer Creek started keying off Nessa Rosa, and what got the touchdown in was a fake to Nessa Rosa, and then Colton takes it straight up the middle for a touchdown. So I would say what I'm impressed with right now is Memorial's ability to be able to adjust to what Summer Creek wants to do defensively.
It seems like, and I know you saw this good as well, and we apologize for the technical difficulties, folks, but you saw a lot of confusion with personnel goes on that Summer Creek Bulldog sideline.
No, exactly, and it looks like they were trying to match personnel because right now Memorial is almost in a power type. They're in a tight formation. They got one split wide. The tight end's tight end, and then they're running with a halfback and a fullback, and both Case Scott and Pedro Nessa for Memorial, and it's putting Summer Creek in a position to where they're putting 5 defensive linemen in their personnel, and it is a personnel that seems that Summer Creek is not comfortable with running, but because of the power of Nessa Rosa, they're having to stack that defensive line, and to this point, they've not been successful.
Let's see if that changes here in this second quarter.
So we'll get ready for the kickoff. Crispin again to do the kicking for the Mustangs. 7:28, they have a 14-0 lead here over the Bulldogs. Here the kick down, it's going to be kind of a squib kick fielded at the 28-yard line across the 35, sheds the tackler and actually loses track and loses yardage on that one.
That was Deion Cromer there.
Kind of thought he had a lane to the right side, but instead of going 3 yards forward, he went 2 yards backwards. Summer Creek will start 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 29-yard line.
Now let's see if Zach Walker gets out here. Again, I'm impressed with his poise. I'm impressed with his ability to be able to throw the ball. His spots are he's just missing on his passes. So let's see if we crisp those up a little bit. But I wouldn't go away from that passing game from Summer Creek. Again, I'm not Coach Ford, but I wouldn't. That's me sitting up here.
That's what we see up here. Here's a snap down, reverse to the right side. Across the 30, the 35 sheds a blocker and forced out of bounds, or actually brought down at the 37-yard line.
That's Theodore Baker on that carry. All the way over from one end to the end on that. Looks like he's going to get the first down on that, or at least 8 yards on that.
8 yards on that was 2nd down and 2, the official down and distance. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line.
This is a new formation for Summer Creek here.
Yep, with the 3 right to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Quick throws on the bubble route across to the right side. Gets across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42-yard line for the Bulldog first down.
That's Christian Morgan. That was the first time of that formation that they used that formation all game. And that quick out, that slot to Christian Morgan on that.
Just hit it. Just do that.
Okay. So 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball spotted, like I said, at the 42-yard line. Clock
Same formation.
3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quick slant route and brought down at the 45-yard line. And the Bulldogs are in Mustang territory. They finally have something cooking here.
That's Christian Morgan again. What do you say? Don't get away from that passing game that Zach Walker can carry on. And that's what they're doing. They're getting themselves right back into this ball game with that passing game.
Well, you saw Broderick Jones do so much running in the first quarter. Now they're kind of switching on to that passing game. Now here's a snap.
A quick pass.
Another quick slant to the left side. He sheds the tackle. Brought down just past that, actually at the 29-yard line.
Man, he was so close. He breaks that tackle.
And Baker, once again on the reception for the Bulldogs, he is not a little guy.
No, he's not. And he was very close to being able to break out on that. That's Theo Baker on that.
So 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball at 29. Here's the snap. Looking out
back to Baker again, deep. Look at that over his shoulder. That's they might get a flag on that.
Nothing called. There was some contact downfield, but nonetheless incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. It kind of looked both guys either way. I mean, whatever way you look at it.
Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato.
Exactly.
You could have called it. Yeah, they're trying to go do an up pass, basically a 50-50 ball.
6:07 remaining here in the first half. Mustangs lead 14-0 over the Bulldogs. Here's the snap, looking downfield, another quick pass to the left side. This one across the 20, the 15, the 10, and brought down right at the 10-yard line. He had one man to beat. The nice shoe.
Who is that again?
Up there, once again, you see.
That's actually going to be Theo Baker again, but he flips to the other side of the field.
I think we found their new favorite throwing target.
I got a scoring update real quick. Crosby's leading Humble right now, 14-0, with 5:17 left in the half.
Snap down, and there's Baker.
There's Baker again. Touchdown, Baker.
Bulldogs.
What did we say?
And that's
What did we say?
5 passes complete to Baker.
Boom,
He
boom,
was
boom.
the workhorse on that drive. And suddenly, if you're the Bulldogs, you find yourself back into this ballgame.
And we just said, Zach Walker, he's just barely missing his touch passes. Just barely. Do not go away from that passing game. He's just barely missing his mark. And what did he do this time? Bam, bam, bam. Got right on. And that was a drive that was less than, 2 minutes? That drive was less than 2 minutes.
That's what you needed if you're the Bulldogs. A quick score like that. They're going to line up in PAT formation. Snap down, kick up, and this one's going to hit the crossbar.
No good.
And no good. Yeah, unfortunately, you needed that field goal if you're the Bulldogs, but at least you're able to come back and score on that drive. But, you know, James, basically you saw the same play 4 or 5 times in a row. It was that quick slant pass either to the left or the right side with Baker.
Well, that was the first time when they first came out with that formation. We had said earlier, this is the first time that they ran this formation all game, and they never got away from that formation. It was very successful. And they would actually, to the point where they were flip-flopping Baker on one side to the other. If he wasn't on the right side, he was flipped over to the left side. So you could almost follow the play with where Baker was at. That's where the ball was going to go. But that formation was the first time this series was the first time that Summer Creek used that formation all game. So yeah, I think again, it's what you don't do if you're Summer Creek. Don't go away from your passing game because it's working for you. And there were just some soft touch passes that Walker was missing on there. They weren't big misses; they were just small misses because his foot mechanics are outstanding. Gets settled into his nerves a little bit, and he did a fine job. Now Summer Creek to get themselves back into this game now. They're now down by a score and an extra point. But for Summer Creek to get themselves in, they need to stop right here, and then they need to capitalize if they can possibly get a turnover, interception, any kind of momentum switch for them, so that Summer Creek can get themselves. Because that's how Memorial got themselves in the position they're in now, is off of a fumble that Summer Creek committed.
And you're exactly right there. For the Bulldogs, you need a quick turnover. Here's the kick is away. It's booted deep downfield. This one needed to be fielded literally at the 1-yard line, across the 5, the 10, the 15, breaks the tackle, and finally brought down at the 16-yard line. Tough starting position if you're the Mustangs.
Well, again, they've shown their ability to be able to move the ball down the field. They started once already deep in their territory, and were able to move the ball down the score. So this will be the second time that we've seen Memorial deep in their own territory. Again, last time they were there, they scored.
Oh, be careful and watch Colton Taylor on this drive, along with number 42.
Pedro Henderson.
I'm gonna let you say that one all night, James. I can't get that one yet. And that's the Rosa. Little bit of a tongue twister up here for the Memorial Mustang side, but we know Taylor has the ability to get it done with the legs as well as his arm.
Yes, he does, and he has so far. And again, and they're what passing to Walker Crowe has been big too.
So first down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. Here's the snap. Quick give to the left side across the 20, across the 25, and brought down at the 28-yard line. Pick up 11 yards on that one. Good to move the chains.
And that was going to be Case Scott's first carry for the night, or fullback.
I know they will utilize him a couple times a game just to kind of give a little depth perception, throw the defense off a little bit, kind of change things up. But first and 10, said ball spotted at the 28-yard line. One wide receiver to the left, one tight end to the left, 3 running backs in the backfield, running one of them in motion. Here's the snap, another give up.
Hunter Baldwin. Ooh!
And what a shot!
Ooh, I hope that boy's all right. Ooh, that was a shot to Hunter Baldwin.
Gets up real quick. No harm, no foul. Act like nothing happened. But I pick up a 4 on that one for the Bulldogs.
When you guys get a chance to see that, if you're listening to this game live now, at 4 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the second quarter, go back and look at that. That was a vicious, vicious hit.
And for those of you concerned about the Astros, kind of keeping up with it over here, Chris Carter just hit a home run, and the Astros do have the lead 2-0 over the A's tonight. Crucial game for them. But here we go, back to action here. Snap down, fake give up the middle. Taylor's going to roll out to the right side, complete pass. Colin Nichols on the reception for the Mustangs, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Well, Memorial now is doing their quick outs. They're already at the 35-yard line.
And there's still plenty of time left, in case you're wondering at home, in this quarter. Still 4:06 as the clock continues to wind down. But both sides do have their timeouts. So the Bulldogs looking to get a stop here on 3rd down and short. So 2 running backs, 1 receiver to each side. Here's the snap. Give up the middle. Actually, Taylor's going to keep himself.
He's got nowhere to go with that.
Bottled up right away. Like you said, no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Be interested to see if they punt on this one.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt.
I mean, you're awful deep in Bulldog territory.
There they go. There comes the punting team out.
They kind of hesitated for a second.
All right, Porter with the touchdown. Tigers occasionally with their 5th. Porter with his 5th touchdown for 54 yards. Makes it 42-0.
And they're probably not even at halftime yet. Oh, tough night if you're a Maid Creek Ram fan out there. Here's the snap down. Kick is away. This is not the best kick.
There's a flag on that. K42 Maid Creek nothing with 4:42 left in the first half.
So a flag down in the backfield, and this could go probably running into the kicker, but a chance it could go roughing the kicker as well. Here's down to the field with the official call.
That's going to give him more back the ball.
And
more back the ball.
It was a 5-yard penalty on anything less than 4th down and 5. You know, that's not a first down, but with the short yardage right there, a tough break for the Summer Creek Bulldogs. So 2:58 remaining here in the first half. As a crucial mistake for the Bulldogs, we thought they were going to get the ball back right there. Instead, they get called for running into the kicker. And Mustang offense will come back out 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
Here's another update with 4:05 left to go in the half. Almost nothing. Crosby Cougars 20. And he's going to set down for Memorial.
And here's a snap, give up the middle. And a flag thrown in the backfield across the 50. He got the first down. Yardage is in Estarosa, but it looks like in the area holding in the backfield.
That's going to be, and I was going to bring up the previous penalty on the roughing the kicker. Memorial, they're fairly evenly matched. Both these teams can move the football. Both these teams have similar styles. Both these teams, now who's making the mistakes? More of the mistakes? Summer Creek. Why are they down? Mistakes that they've made. They've got to eliminate their mistakes.
So following the holding call, that'll send it back to the 30-yard line. But as you just talked about, the Mustangs making a mistake, or excuse me, the Bulldogs making a mistake, the Mustangs make one of their own with that holding call that cost them a first down.
Still going to leave it first down. It's 1st and 20. The Cyrus is 10, Langham Creek nothing at the half on that game.
Of course, that game is also on Texan Live tonight, as are several other games across the Houston area. But 1st down and 10, 30-yard line for the Mustangs. Here's the snap. Fake give to the left side. Taylor looking downfield.
He's got room. He's got Walker open. Oh! It was almost in. That was almost picked off by Summer Creek. Christopher Williams almost picked that off.
Joseph Hill, the intended target for the Mustangs. But yeah, as you said, great play right there for the Bulldogs, and that's what you needed.
Well, Christopher Williams, I mean, that was a fine play, son. It was a fine play. He makes that turns it over, and it gets Summer Creek in the excellent field position. But that was a heck of a play by Christopher Williams.
Ball stays spotted at the 20-yard or 30-yard line, excuse me. 2nd down and a long way to go as that play clock continue to wind down inside 5 seconds. Mustangs are going to have to waste a timeout as they just couldn't get the right personnel in there.
Well, that still leaves 3 timeouts for the Bulldogs, 2 timeouts for the Mustangs. You can't take them over. They don't roll over in the second half. So you got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the half. Can't roll them over, you might as well use them.
100% agree. And folks, don't forget, tune in tonight to Fox Sports Southwest after our football game from 11 to midnight for the Houston High School football wrap-up show presented by Texan Drive. Join Howard Chin, Ted Johnson, as what I'm now calling Courtney Squared, being Courtney Rolette and Courtney Madden, as they take you around the whole city with the best high school football around. The Houston High School football wrap-up show presented by Texan Drive tonight from 11 to midnight on Fox Sports Southwest.
Are you kidding me? I'm watching that.
Me too. They do a fantastic drive. And of course, our head coach, Burt Brocker, the owner of Texan Live, bringing the sponsorship from his dealership, Texan Drive. And, just a great group of people we have over there. And Chance, you know as good as I do, you followed high school football for a number of years. You saw Dallas getting a bunch of coverage, but you never really see
Where was ours?
Exactly.
Where was our coverage?
It's
That was
pretty much
our-
focused on the Houston area. So
Exactly.
excited to have us aboard and excited to have Fox Sports Southwest, on board to get that show on the air. But here we go, back to action. Second down and 20, ball spot.
New
at the
formation
30-yard
for
line.
Memorial.
Here's the snap. Taylor going to try to keep this one himself, but he's sacked.
Don't think that was the intention of that formation.
Reese Jeremiah on the play.
That looked like they were all fly routes. We had two wide receivers wide on each end, and all the wide receivers were just fly routes. It was almost like a Hail Mary type
The
setup.
audio's too hot.
And
So third down and a real long way to go. Officially third down and 25. Ball spotted all the way back at the
Output tells me
25-yard
it's not
line.
peaking. Hold on, let me see.
Clock continues to tick down, almost down to a minute 45 remaining here in the first half.
The stream has a
Play clock inside
at a
5
pretty
seconds.
good hearing level, but I can
Quick,
turn
quick,
it down.
quick, quick.
Let me bring the
Snap
overall
game up
down.
middle, and maybe a gain of 2 yards on that one. And here comes the
I can't hear
timeout
anything.
Bulldogs.
they're gonna get the ball back.
Alright.
They do have time to score.
They're
And
gonna get the ball back.
3 timeouts as well.
It's a smart timeout right there by Coach Ford.
Yeah, I put down the main output.
That was a smart timeout.
Now, of course, Memorial will get the second half kickoff. Summer Bay got the first half kickoff.
We got a 14-6 Mustang lead. Game could very easily be 7-7. Could 14-14. I would say 14-14 because there wasn't that many scoring opportunities, but it could very easily be a
course, in high school, after the first down, the clock stops briefly while they spot the ball, but here it goes running again. About under a minute here in the first half. It's not a lot of hurry up here for the Mustangs. They know they'll get the second half kickoff. Clock officially under a minute now. Here's the snap.
Oh, it's going to be a sack. There it is. You know whose sack that is? Whose sack that is? Isaiah Bean.
There he goes again.
Isaiah Bean on the sack.
And that's what you needed if you're the Mustangs.
Man, that guy's fired up. Go, Isaiah Bean. You get that job done.
And he's been the workhorse for the defense side of Summer Creek. Loss of 5 yards on that one, 4 yards on that one, excuse me.
Calls timeout. Can't take him with you.
But either way you look at it, Chance, me and you both over the last couple of weeks, every game it seems we've called has been a close game. You know, we got to sit together with the Kingwood Park Magnolia game the first week. You know, I had the Humble game the second week, and you covered.
Well, I didn't attest to see that
they're false different. Every game we covered together.
Right, together, yes. I had Katie Taylor, College Park last week. I got Kingwood Park and Galena Park next week here, or tomorrow actually.
That'll be an interesting game. There's no doubt about that.
Deer Park on top of the 16-6A Oak Ridge War Eagles at rank 21-14. You have to get some of these our area teams there.
So
Scores for y'all.
Get ready to resume play. It'll be second down and long for the Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. 2 wide receivers to each side and 2 running backs, 1 to the left and 1 behind the center. It looks like another timeout will be taken. And Memorial's going to take back-to-back timeouts there. Maybe some personnel confusion?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's kind of ironic when you see a team call back-to-back timeouts like that.
No, there was always the old rule in coaching. You can't take them with you. They don't roll over to the second half.
Exactly.
But a lot of times on that, you want to try to, and they're on their own 42-yard line. They got second and 12, second and 13, 44 seconds left. There seems to be plenty of time to run 2 or 3 more plays.
And you just blew 2 timeouts right there. I mean, tough spot if you're the Mustangs right here.
Now you got to throw it towards the sidelines.
It really limits your offense. Taylor under center. He's going to fake the handoff. Roll around the right side. He has a man open downfield. Crow with a fantastic catch.
It's going to stop the clock now to move the chains.
You're going to have to. Actually, Chance going to look down. There's going to be a flag thrown in the backfield. I wondered why I didn't see the rest of the Mustang. As you see, you hear the official call from the referee. I wondered why I didn't see the Spring Branch Memorial kind of start sprinting down towards the line of scrimmage, but they saw the flag thrown. Now that'll bring up a long second down, and 24 is the official spot for the Mustangs. 43 seconds remaining.
Well, I know those plays. Again, you know, when you don't have timeouts, you're trying to get down to the other end. I mean, are you conceding here? Are you conceding the second half?
And that may be the case. They know they'll get the second half kickoff. They know they'll be able to put points up. As they're going to let the clock wind down here, play clock just inside 5 seconds, they're going to have to hustle the line and snap this one before delay the game call. 2-1-0, and
another penalty delay game.
Not sure what's going on with the Mustang offense. You saw 2 timeouts and now
penalty.
2 penalties actually, the holding and the delay game call. And
16 seconds left. They're just trying to get out of this half.
And yeah, as you said, Chance, 16 seconds remaining, and maybe just take a knee or a quick handoff right here and send this game into halftime with you leading 14-12.
Is that all flies, all goes.
And here's the snap.
It all goes.
Taylor going to try to keep it. He's across the 35, the 30, gets a block, the 40, the 45, the 50, got another block downfield. Doesn't get out of bounds, but a long run either way.
That's a half.
And that's going to send us into halftime. with the score 14-12 Mustangs. Chance, thoughts on the first half?
Well, it's the same thing. We had opportunistic Memorial team that saw in there the first scoring drive was a fumble, and then the second scoring drive was a pretty large one, and then we had an opportunistic Summer Creek team that had that fumble, that punt recover touchdown real quick by Isaiah Bean. I kept saying Isaiah P, but Isaiah P doesn't play for the Summer Creek. Isaiah Bean on that, and then Isaiah also comes up with a big sack at the end. I would say both these teams are evenly matched. We said that from the beginning. Both have good quarterbacks, good running backs, and good wide receivers. So we're actually watching a really good game right now.
Well, stay tuned, folks, for the second half. We're going to let you watch both bands on the field, but we'll be back here in about 30 minutes here on TexanLive.com.